Check, check. So, Trina.
Punk ass plant. Like, anything you want to do today? Postures, body parts. Double session. You might just have to. You might have to go this way. All right, you see yourself here? Here we go. We can kind of see where we're at. Yeah. Yeah, a little over. Yeah. Was it requests? Piriformis? Isn't that like your go-to request? I think it is, yeah. I remember. Okay, mixing it up a little bit. Okay. That's the longest muscle. Yeah. Okay, so, all right, so we'll work in the front of the thigh a little bit, some quad stuff, and we'll work. Piriformis is like where the dimple of your butt is. Like we all have these dimples right here. That's kind of right where it is, up in this spot here. So we'll work this a little bit. All right, let's do it. Take a nice seat. Close the eyes. Sit up nice and tall. Take a few breaths. Full breath in, complete breath out. Do a few rounds of these. You know, most of you heard me say it before. Last night we were talking about the hourglass, right? Where we're here in the middle. The bottom of the hourglass is gone, right? We can't get to that anymore. That's our depression. Top of the hourglass, our anxiety. We don't even know what's up there, right? So where do we want to concentrate on? Right in the middle. And the middle in this practice, and our practice always, is going to be challenging. Right? I tell you all the time, yoga's not easy. It's a challenge. It just happens to be a fun challenge, right? And we do it together, and that's how we get through those tough moments. But you learn a lot from those tough moments. You learn the control, right? How to set a pace. How to hang on to the things that you've already engaged or created, right? So we can build on them and move them forward. We push our edge a little bit. You know, this part of yoga, this limb of yoga is exercise. So you're doing some strengthening, but you're doing some mobility and some flexibility. We're trying to make it well-rounded, but there's certainly going to be an element where we're going to be on our edge. And the arms or the legs, or maybe all of them, are going to be shaking and quivering a little bit. And we're going to have to keep checking into that core. But that's just what this moment, this middle of the hourglass is asking us. Will there be balance in it? Yes. Just like some things will be hard, some things will be easy. Start with your breath. Just listen to yourself breathe. Nice and accessible. And then we do the things like Slow down the beginning of the inhale and push a little more on the end of the exhale, or count out the breath. Or find Ujjayi. Let the air rebound off the back of the throat. Next inhale, let the arms lift. The exhale, bring the fingertips and the knuckle pads to root. Let the heels of the hands lightly touch, and let the breath go to that space between your palms. And one time together to initiate our practice. Together, the sound of Om. All together. Deep breath in. Beautiful. As we softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. Inhale, lift the head, open the eyes, release the hands. All right, let's start out in all fours, hands and knees. So hands an inch or two in front of your shoulders, knees an inch or two behind your hips. Pointer fingers are straight forward or turned out a little bit. Spread your fingers evenly. Curl your toes. Sweep your inner heels out. They're going to try to do this. So we just sweep them out a little bit. Start to hug the shins in. Keep pulling the energy up the legs. Pulling your heels to your butt. It's like I'm doing this, but I'm not pulling my feet off the floor, but I'm pulling my heels to my butt. So now I feel these hamstrings engage. Hug the hands into the midline. Forearms start to squeeze your biceps. Slide the back of your neck to the ceiling. Bring the chin to the chest just a little bit so the gaze is right across your fingers, like your fingertips. Now lock it in, low mountain. So the pelvic floor is drawing up. The belly's in. Here's your shutters you're going to hear me talk about. The top of the abdominal, right? Here's the bottom of the ribs. Close the shutters. We need that. Now settle in. Right now, if you tried to come up and move me, right, I'm going nowhere. I'm hugging every muscle in my body into a bone, right? It's real solid. Think of low mountain. That's how much power's here. You're creating stability, right? Stability, strength for yourself. One more breath. And when you're ready, cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back, lift the sit bones, reach through the crown of the head. Exhale, round the back. Look to your belly, lengthen your sit bones towards your heels. Your inhale, arch. Your exhale, round. Now stay with your breath. Think of the count. If it's 2 seconds to inhale, it takes me 2 full seconds as I arch. 2 seconds to exhale, 2 full seconds to round. So I start to create that tempo for myself. Now that tempo will change, right, through our practice, especially when we start to link things up. Last one. So when you come back to that low mountain, we'll meet there. Pull that pelvic floor up. Pull that belly in. Lock this in. One more breath. Take the knees back a few inches. Come to puppy dog. So this version of puppy dog where the hips are on top of the knees, I have seen this before, right? We want to be this way. So we're a little less weight bearing, right? Like a downward dog. But we're a little less because the knees are down. Now look forward towards the heels of your hands. That's how you engage the muscles in the back of your neck and then into your upper back as compared to your head hanging and you looking like towards the middle of your mat. Look forward a little bit. Now hug those hands in. Now lift those forearms up away from the mat. Now lift those inner biceps up away from the mat. Now slide your forehead off the mat if it's not already there so that you feel the back of the neck working. You feel the upper back working. Pull the shutters closed. Now, as the arms lift up, as the back of the neck slides up towards the ceiling, soften the chest down.
And there's that nice peel coming up the arms and the side bodies and the chest and those lats. TP the fingers on your right hand, thread your left hand underneath, take the twist. Stay strong in the legs. Keep that left hip from falling down, so push into your left knee and pull the energy up the leg into the hip. Then breathe forward. Now start to open the chest towards the sky a little more. You can even take your right elbow towards the ceiling. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center. Soften down the middle. When you're ready, TP the fingers on your left hand or your side, 2. Thread the right hand underneath, palm up. Feel where this twist is. It's nice and high in the upper back. See if the hip falls, then it's tweaking my lumbar. In lumbar, you're just looking to get a little bit of space, some decompression. The big moves of the spine are going to happen in your thoracic spine, that middle upper back. That's where you want to feel this twist. Now to go deeper, you come high on your fingertips. You take your left elbow to the ceiling, and then you can peek under even a little more. Inhale, come back to center. Soften down the middle. Puppy. Next inhale, come up. All fours, hands and knees. Take a breath. Step back to plank. So you can see where my plank is. My shoulders are on top of my wrist, and I'm reaching out of my heels. I'm in dorsiflexion. This is neutral in your feet. This is plantar flexion. We're never going to here in a plank or a chaturanga. We are going to go from here in plank to here in chaturanga, right? When we go to chaturanga in a little bit. That's the shifting of the feet, right? But this is the distance we want in our plank. Now keep this. Lift the hips, push back to downward dog. So there's the distance for your downward dog, right? We measure it off the plank. Now we can bend the knees here. On this one, we can bend them on every one. But on the first one, it's just nice to bend so we can soften it up and work the upper body a little more. So as you hug those hands in like we did before, it's a little more challenging because we're bearing more weight. Forearms lift up. Now there's a difference between inner and outer biceps. You want to lift the inner biceps up towards the ceiling. So you should feel like your biceps and your shoulders are moving away from your neck. If your inner biceps fall, your shoulders are going to try to hug up into your neck. We don't want that. Slide the neck forward or look to the heels of your hands. Pelvic floor, belly, shudders. Now maybe straighten the legs. Keep pushing the hands down and forward. Take the chest back towards the toenails. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Keep it going. If it was 2 seconds to inhale, it takes 2 full seconds to drive into your plank. 2 seconds to exhale, 2 full seconds to push back to downward dog. One more. This time as you come forward to plank. Now the feet go straight up and down as the elbows bend. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take the 3 nice breaths. So we want to take the shoulders back and we want to take them down away from our ears. After your 3 breaths, lower the chest. Push up through plank. Back to downward dog. Now, if it felt better to bend those knees, bend them. If it feels better to straighten them, straighten them. It's not a right or wrong. It's not one's better than the other. It's just where you want to play. As you push the hands down and forward and the chest goes back to the toenails, notice how you're taking the weight back into the legs a little more. We want that. Don't let your head hang. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take the 3 nice breaths. So stay low, come up high, whatever your flavor is. After the 3 breaths, back to chaturanga or lower your chest. Push up through plank, back to downward dog. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. So hug that knee to your chest as you're bringing the leg through. high in the fingertips of the blocks. Keep the arms plugged in. So we're not trying to disengage the head of the arm bone, right? Your humerus just has to stay here, integrated into the shoulder socket. Your arms are only this long, right? Not this long. That's disengaging your little rotator cuff hanging on for dear life. Plug these in. So you can see here, I want to be here with my arms as compared to this. So settle into this. Now, power in the legs. I'm ripping my front heel back. I'm ripping my back toes forward. That's a pretty powerful cue, right? There's a lot of energy here. As I'm pushing down, as I'm hugging in, side to side is going to be like shins in, even though they're not next to one another. Now pull the pelvic floor up. Pull your belly in. Pull your shutters closed. Now keep all that. When you're ready, inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana, one crescent. So see, my knee doesn't move. It stays here on top of the ankle, right? I keep sweeping this back heel out because it's trying to do this shit. So I got to sweep it this way. That's going to bring the hip forward. Now reach up through your thumbs. Yeah, now maybe curl back in the pose. One more breath. Exhale the hands down. Keep that left hand down. Draw this right elbow back. Take the twist. See my hip though? I'm not letting it collapse. It's not this. It has to be lifted up here. The twist happens where? Thoracic spine, way up in the middle upper part of my back. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center. Place the hands down. Downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Stay with your breath. What I always tell you is one of the more challenging things to do, to truly stay with your breath. We want to rush. You can't rush. You got to go slow. You don't have to, I guess, right? But that's the challenge. That's you truly working with your breath. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. But what I always tell y'all, like, that's the difference between the shit that we do and like AMRAP. AMRAP's like, who gives a shit on what your alignment looks like? Just get it done. What's that getting you? I promise you, the older you get, injured, right? You want to do shit in alignment constantly. Can I do this? Yeah. Can I leave today? And I guess yeah, but is this going to make me feel better when I leave? Hell no, right? This is where I need to be. Now I get so much power through my legs, right? Now I want to lock all this in because I already worked real hard to get this. I'm not giving that shit up, right? I worked hard to create all this energy. Now I want to come up on it. So see, everything holds. Just work here. Bring the belly button and bring your belly away from your thigh. That's how you start stretching the front of that right thigh more, right? Now pull your pelvic floor up. Now pull that belly button in. That's taking the belly away from the thigh. Pull the shutters closed. That lifts the thoracic spine. Now maybe you curl back into it. One more breath. Nice, y'all. Exhale the hands down. Right hand stays down. Left elbow draws back. Maybe reach up. But see, soften this left thigh down. Try to get it parallel with the floor. That'll keep you from dropping that right hip. The other thing that'll help you from dropping the hip, reach back out of the heel. One more breath. Nice, y'all. Inhale, come back to center. Place the hand down. Step back, downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a nice big reach. Now charge these legs up. If I was wearing shorts, you'd see all the muscles in my legs super fired. I'm hugging in everywhere. It starts from my heels, right? I push down. I sweep my inner heels out. That's how I engage glute med and piriformis. I pull the energy up the legs. Pelvic floor, belly's in, sit bones are down. Not this, right? Now maybe curl back a little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to the tops of your thighs. Sit back. Persuade a little bit of space here by pushing the heel of your hand here at the crease of your hip. Here's where your quads come up and they attach here at this hip bone. So we're trying to like persuade a little space through here. Head and throat back. Yep. Push down, rise up, take the arms up. Bring that right hand behind your back. Bring the left hand to your elbow. Keep your sacrum back. Here's your sacrum, right at the top of your pelvis. What's our misalignment in life? Anterior pelvic tilt. This shit has to go this way. A whole posterior shift of your pelvis. You should feel the whole thing shift back because it shifts this way, right? So it has to go this way. So if you're leaning forward, no problem. Now what you could do is push your head into your forearm and work between your shoulder blades and your spine to stay up tall. Yep, as compared to this. I mean, I'm being dramatic to show you, all right? It's a little bit too much, but that's what happens. And then that's you're reinforcing the misalignment. We don't want that. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Swap. Lat, this big muscle here, opening this up. Serratus anterior, pec, a lot of shit. Tricep. Tricep, you get this muscle by just drawing your fingers up towards the ceiling. Yep. And then stand up nice and tall in the upper back. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Keep those arms plugged in. Now we got to work from our heels, right? The heel is the main foundational point in the foot. That's why your calcaneus, your heel bone, is the size that it is, and the rest of the bones are the size that they are, right? The heel's meant to dissipate the weight, so put the weight into the heels. Now reach the outer edge of your foot forward and feel your pinky toe mound root. Now widen your foot to the midline and push the big toe mound down. You can see my arches are alive right now, my feet super fired up. Pull the energy up the legs. So you're pulling heels to butt, butt to heels. You're hugging shins in. You're pulling kneecaps to waist. As you look forward, drag your fingers back to your toes. It's going to feel like your spine pulls out of your waist. Now maybe fold in the pose a little bit more. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, take a big reach. Let that right hand grab that left wrist, take that little side bend. If you want to play with the balance, you're plugging the right leg up. You want to keep the foot down, the foot's down. Sacrum back, shutters closed, head and throat back, arms back, go a little deeper in the side bend. Root down into your left heel, but peel up off the hip bone, and now go a little deeper. And then do that again, root down into that left heel, peel up the side body and go a little deeper. Inhale, come up, release the hands, swap. Inhale goes up, exhale goes just a little bit up. Now this is the angle I want to breathe up on again. And then I'm going to go a little bit deeper. And then I'm going to root, and I'm going to peel up on this angle, and I'm going to go a little bit deeper. Yeah, take those arms back. Take the head and the throw back. One more breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Keep your arms like a little bent here. Remember we said our rotator cuff is going to get stressed. Here your arms should be short. Actually, let's do this together. Sit back as the knees bend. Swing the arms up. Bring the arms in front. Plug them in. I see all those chair poses y'all are doing. Don't worry, I won't forget. We'll get there. Now, when you fold, I don't fold like this. I fold like this. Notice how much further your hands are away from the floor. Now, to go deeper, you got to go through the back line is your calves, your hamstrings, and your spinal erectors. So you need to feel the back line lengthening as you go down. Keep a little micro bend or even a deeper bend in your elbows. Then you know you're not hyperextending or disengaging. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Yeah, see what we do to our shoulders? When you reach in the cabinet, right, and that arm disengages, that's just the rotator cuff getting stressed out in a negative way. All right, come on, let's do it. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, big reach. Now, to get glute med and piriformis to fire, your butt's got to go back first. See, this is hip hinge. This is human movement, not this. So shoot your butt back. Yep. See, my sit bones are into the sky, just like they're not under. Nice and neutral in my lumbar. Sit back a little bit deeper. Lift those arms up. Sit back deeper. Charge the legs. Pull the core.
Lift the arms, sit back deeper. Nice, push down, rise up. Exhale, fold.
Inhale, look forward, walk the hands out in front. Reach that right leg straight back, come to standing split. Remember we said the heel has to be heavy? So right now on your left foot, what part of the foot wants to be heavy? The toes, right? But that's the opposite. So you got to reach your right heel back to the wall behind you until you feel your left heel get heavy and you can move your toes. Exhale, lower that leg, take a breath. Reach the left leg back, or your side too. Lift from the inner upper edge of the thigh to keep the toes pointing straight down. You don't want the hip to peel to the sky, so don't let the pinky toe side of the foot go to the ceiling. Keep sweeping the inner heel out. Now lift that leg up a little more and reach that leg back behind you until you see the right toes able to move. Exhale, lower it down. Walk the hands back in, sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, big reach. Stay with it, curl back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold, stay with your breath. Inhale, look forward. Remember the 2 or 3 second thing. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Move through your vinyasa 3 times. Stay with your breath. Now your vinyasa might have got a little quicker, right? Because we've just linked some poses and we played with some strength and our heart rate might have come up. If your heart rate comes up, then the pace of your breath is going to come up a little bit. Think about if you're running or jogging. But we're not doing that, right? We're still pretty controlled here. We'll meet back in downward dog. Take the right hand to the outside of the left calf or shin. Take the twist. So you got to push that left hand down and forward. Keep the weight going back into the legs. Maybe peek underneath that left arm. Inhale, come back to center. Place the hand down. Swap side too. Maybe peek underneath that right arm a little bit. Inhale, come back to center. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. Spin the back heel. Inhale, come up. Warrior 2. So Warrior 2 is a balance beam pose. That means our front heel is in line with our back arch. Now, these are the muscles we're stretching, your adductors. So that right knee probably wants to do this because this is where we need to stretch. Before we're worried about opening this shit up, we got to root this back. So keep your top of your left thigh rooting back, or like you're sticking your butt back to the brick wall. Now, breathe up through the side body so we clear this right hip. Now you can lengthen the sit bone towards the heel, or you sweep your heel towards the wall with the window and the door, and the knee will peel towards the bricks. One more breath. Bring the elbow to the thigh. Sweep the bicep up along the cheek. Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. If you want to go hand down to the block or the floor, go for it. Now pull your belly in. Definitely pull those shutters closed. Now rotate. Top of the ribs go back. Bottom of the ribs go forward. You're looking right up into your bicep. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center. Place the hand down. Spin the back heel up. Downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Nice, y'all. Nice poses. Stay with your breath. Right, starting to get challenging. That's just where we're at. We'll balance it out. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. I spin the back heel. Line it up. Inhale, come up, Warrior 2. Now, we tend to do this in Warrior 2. I'm being a little dramatic. Reach through your back hand a little more, though, so we stay up nice and straight. Yep, work from the thigh, then start to open the inside of that left leg.
Not a lot of chill here, right? This is a very powerful pose. The chill is bring your gaze right over the middle finger and settle your breath. The rest of you, squeezing full on. One more breath. Now for 2 or 3 seconds, elbow goes to thigh. For 2 or 3 seconds, arm sweeps up overhead. That's working with the breath. For 2 or 3 seconds, maybe the hand goes down to the floor. For 2 or 3 seconds, we draw the belly. For 2 or 3 seconds, we rotate open, or whatever the length of your breath is. Birds of paradise. One more breath. And then hands down to the floor. Spin the back heel up, downward dog, move through one vinyasa. Trina, don't worry, we won't do a birds of paradise without you. She's on the camera. I had to throw a little shout out. That's one of her poses. When you get back to downward dog, here's that balance. Exhale, lower your knees. Take a break. Just like you know we will trade that off in another place, right? Let's rest. We'll kick it back up. So child's pose. Vajrasana is here. Yana Mudra. Whatever feels comfortable. You know, when I paddled out the other day on Thursday, I paddled out and I got out nice and clean. And I thought to myself, you'll pay for that later. And I did. I had to catch like a 5-set wave on the head. But that's how it goes, right? That's the ebb and the flow. And to catch 5 waves on the head right now is pretty cold. Your face is stinging. You're dizzy when you come up. You're like, oh my gosh. All right, let's meet all 4s, hands and knees. Build it up. Just like we talked about. Let's get it. Step back, plank. So, shoulders are on top of the wrist crease, and we're reaching out of our heels. Your hips are up like this. There should be the slightest little crease at your hip. This is not plank. This is thighs forward. This is plank. Plank is this. Tadasana, it's a mountain pose. Right? Is this mountain pose? Nope. So this can't be plank, right? So feel that. See, that's how we stress the front of that hip crease and the attachment on those quads and those hip flexors, right? Because they get we force them out of place. Now you want to play a little bit? Lift the right leg straight up. Take it out towards the right side of the mat, touch the toe. Bring it back up, bring it in, take it across your leg, touch the outside of the mat. Come back up to center, lower it down. Take a breath. Reach the left leg up. Yeah, you're shaking right now, right? Me too. Take the leg out to the side. That's the time under tension. Here's where we're getting stronger. Bring the leg up and in across the body. Yes. Back to center, lower it down. One more breath. Lower to your bellies. Awesome. Take your hands underneath your head like this. Turn your head to one side. You could do some butt wiggles. That's this. Or you could do reverse windshield wipers. Whatever feels good. Inhale your head to center. Swap the hands. Swap the head. Turn it the other way. And then come to neutral. Take your right hand underneath your chest, bend your left knee, reach back, grab your ankle, your foot or your strap. Quad stretch. We want to hug our knees in, that's adduction. You want to don't worry about pulling your heel to your butt right now. Pull your belly button to your spine and push your pubic bone or your junk down into the yoga mat. Now draw your heel towards your sit bone. So we neutralize the pelvis. What wants to happen? Anterior pelvic tilt. Right? Belly button to the floor. We can't let that happen. We got to go belly button to spine. Now, if you still feel this in your low back, bring your forehead to your forearm like this, and that'll help clear the lumbar.
Watch the boing as you release. Swap side two. So see, I only grab my foot. I don't pull my heel to my sit bone yet. Now I go hug in, adduct, belly to spine, pubic bone to the mat, or sit bones to the backs of the knees, however you want to think of your pelvis, front or back. Now I start to draw the heel towards the sit bone. Couple more breaths. Watch the boing as you release. Bring your hands nipple line, middle of the chest. Take your shoulders back. Curl your toes. Charge your legs. Now see what the challenge would be pop up chaturanga, take a full round of breath. So up the plank, full round of breath. Back to downward dog. Go for it. Knees count. Yeah. Definitely easier going down, right? You know gravity's awesome at its job. What is our job to push down? What's that? That's root to rise, right? That's us using gravity as a force feedback. And the more feedback you get, right, the more connection, then the easier it is for you to control the different movements. Keep pushing the hands down and forward. Keep the chest working back towards the toenails. Breathe. Look forward. Bend your knees. Step or jump between your hands. Swing your arms up. Take a nice big reach. Charge those legs. Neutralize the pelvis. Reach up. Maybe curl back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands in front. Root down into your left foot. Bend your right knee. Reach back, grab your ankle, your foot, or your strap. Lean back so you feel your left heel get heavy. That's how you catch the butt cheek. Belly button's in. Shutters are closed. Now start to draw that heel towards the sit bone. Maybe the left arm comes up in front. Plug it in. Don't worry about kicking the leg back. Hinge at the hip. Keep the heel heavy, right? See, I can still move my toes. Now draw your hand into your foot. Kick your foot back into your hand. Keep this right hip, though, coming down. Don't let it peel this way. Bring it this way. Yep. One more breath. Inhale, come up. Open the hip. Tree pose. Either low or high on the inner thigh. Don't worry about the inner thigh, right? Let the hip go back first, even if the knee comes forward. You could push the hands together if you want, give you a little more muscle energy or a little more power into the midline. Now, push your hands together, breathe up out of your waist. Now we clear the waist, we can lengthen the sit bone. Or see how I sweep my heel forward and the knee starts going out. Maybe the arms go up. Most of you know where we're going. Maybe you look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Maybe you look up to the ceiling. Maybe you close your eyes. Open your eyes. Exhale, release. Swap side two. So we're going to go to dancer first. So right before I pull my heel to my butt too much, I start neutralizing my pelvis. I keep the heel heavy. When I'm ready, I start to draw the heel towards the sit bone a little bit more. Maybe the arm comes in front. I plug, I make sure I'm rooted. Then I hinge, and I don't worry about kicking my leg back, right? I hinge first, and I get my balance. Now I start to kick the leg back. This time you're going to keep that left hip coming down so it doesn't peel up away from the inside of your right thigh. One more breath. Inhale, come up. Release the leg. Open the hip. Toes down low or high. One's not better than the other. Push your foot into your thigh. Push your thigh into your foot. Push your hands together. That's muscle energy. You feel yourself getting more stable. And now we settle for a breath or two.
But now we got to up the challenge. So maybe we start looking up, or arms up, sorry. Then we start looking up, and maybe we close our eyes. Open the eyes, exhale, release. Nice, y'all. Proprioception, right? Your body reading its external environment and correcting. So as your body's going to go to the right, right, it goes, no, push back left, but it's like electric, it's fast, right? And you keep correcting. Come on, set the feet, let's keep going. That's like good practical core work, right? Like, dude, sit-ups are out. No offense to anybody but sit-ups, but like, you know, if you're doing some kind of like sit-up where you're twisting or rotating, okay. But like the old school crunches, that's just done, right? We already live like this. Is it like something we need to reinforce? No. You want to reinforce your core in its neutral position, right? In its mountain pose. This is where you're going to be. This is your human movement, right? Standing, walking, running, and throwing. Those are our primal movements. You see a crunch in there anywhere? Nah, right? Swing the arms up. Now, let me be clear. If you are trying to hypertrophy your belly, which means you're trying to build your stomach muscles, then yes, you might have to do that. I'm talking about practical living here, right? Curl back. I'm not talking about like bodybuilding. Because most of us just want to feel good in our life, right? Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold.
And listen, I'm not like naive enough to think that we all don't want to look a little good too and feel good about it, right? That's part of it, but that just has to stay in relation, right? You want to just be able to move good and function in your life, and that other shit will come along with it. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through, lunge.
Inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana, one crescent. Push from this back foot to your front heel, step forward. Open the hip, bring the ankle over the knee. Bring the hands in front, sit back, standing pigeon. Now, this is going to want to happen. So you're going to want to reach your right sit bone back behind you a little bit more. As your left knee reaches forward. On my bad knee side, I can't get much deeper than this, but if you want to go hands down to the block or the floor, go for it. But keep sitting back. Yep. Now we're in the back of the hip. One more breath. Push down, rise up. Bring the knee in front. Now, it'll be a little more accessible if the arms are by the side. It'd be a little more challenging if they're up overhead. Now, hinge at the hip. Float back to that warrior one. Crescent. Yup. Then the hands go down. Yeah. Step back, downward dog. Nice, y'all. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. When you're ready, inhale, come up, Vira one crescent, power in the legs. We got to extend the hip, right? So this one's in flexion. We got to push from this right foot to this left heel. Boop. We come up. Open the hip. Yep, sit back. Extension is really hard for us. We've been standing for a million years and it's still pretty challenging. Especially because of what we do now culturally and the way everything's in front of us, right? We miss out on this connection back here. Keep the heel heavy. That's how you're going to stabilize here. Remember, don't let the heel fall in. Keep the action of sweeping out. It's not that you're necessarily moving your heel out this way, but you're keeping the energy going that way. So this doesn't happen. That's almost all the cues. Every cue is about keeping the negative energy from dominating. Sit back a little bit deeper. See this side, maybe the hands go down to the blocks, maybe they go down to the floor, wherever you want to play. But remember, the goal, leave feeling better than when you came. One more breath. Push down, rise up. Let the knee come in front. Feel the left heel get heavy. Play with the arms wherever you want. One's not better than the other. Hinge at the hip. Kick back out of that right heel as you float back to that warrior one. Yes. Then the hands down. Step back, downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Nice, y'all. Roll to the outside of the right foot, stack the left foot on top or in front, come into side plank. Push down into the thumb and the pointer finger side of that right hand, not the pinky toe, the pinky finger side. Maybe look up, maybe lift that left leg. Yes, lower the leg, come back to plank. Push back, downward dog. Stay with your breath. Shit's supposed to be hard right now. Roll to the outside of the left foot. Stack the right foot on top or in front. Maybe look up. Play with that balance. Feel the hips lifting up away from the floor. Now maybe lift that right leg up. Lead with the outer heel, not with the pinky toe. Abduction, not external rotation. Lower the leg. Inhale, come back to plank. Push back, downward dog. Exhale, lower your knees. Spin around to a seated position. Nice, y'all. So we've been playing with Astha Vakrasana. We'll play with that because it'll get us in the back of the hip. And then those of you that want to play with the arm balance, you can. Okay? So you're going to bend your right leg and you're going to bring your left foot either hand under ankle and opposite hand under your calf, or you're going to take your foot into the crease of your elbow, like this. Sit up tall. Now we're back here again. Pull, remember the force feedback? If I pull my forearms into my foot and into my knee, I could use that to sit up tall. Yep. As the name implies, baby cradle, the leg can go to the side a little bit. But keep pushing out like a gas pedal. Knees work awesome this way and terrible this way. Right? So you got to keep them super safe right now by pushing out like a gas pedal. It'll fire the energy up the leg a little bit, the muscle energy, and then hold the joint. All right, if you want to stay here, stay here. To work the arm balance, you're going to lift the left leg up. You're going to take it high on your arm, and you're going to squeeze your arm between your leg. Otherwise, this is going to happen. Then you're going to place your hands down, just like downward dog. So not out here, right? Not out here, just like downward dog. Now here's the core. Right ankle over left. Feet to the outside of your left hand. Bend both elbows, because I always see this on the right arm. You got to bend both elbows and go forward a little bit. I'm going to wedge the inside of my left thigh on the back of my left tricep. I'm going to squeeze my thighs together. Now, we got here last week. To keep going, release the feet, pull the knee towards the elbow, unwind the leg, hinge forward. This left leg goes forward and the top leg goes back. And that's how you can work from Astha Vakrasana in Ekapada Guninyasana too. Your feet need to be on the in front of your hand. Right ankle over left. Yep, hands down. Yep, now bring your feet to the outside of your left hand. Yes. Now bend both elbows, squeeze your thighs together. Keep your forearm straight up and down. Yeah. Yep. All right, let's swap side too. I'm not going to bend this knee. I would have this knee like this. I feel like it's a little bit on the edge. I'm just going to keep it neutral, okay? So I'm here. And then side to side, as the name implies, right? Baby cradle. Everybody's glossy. It's nice and warm in here today. I like that. You're not here to be cool right now, right? You're here to sweat a little bit. That's what we're doing. All right, now stay here if you want. Remember, one is never better than the other. But if you've never done this before and you're like, success, right? This is further than you've ever been. This is where we want to go. So take the leg up, squeeze, place the hands down, left over right, then feet to the outside of the hand. Now I got to go forward as both elbows bend. Squeeze my legs together. Then if I wanted to keep going, I release that left leg. I got to push down like I'm straightening my arms to get that leg to go through. See, I'm hinged here. You can hear my voice. Am I working? Yeah. But am I struggling? Not really. What I always tell you, it's arm balance pose, not arm strength pose. Right? It's not about the strength in your arms. It's about you getting the weight balanced out. And there's a shit ton of weight on everybody here, but not up here, right? Big prime movers. These are where all the weight's at. So it's going to take a lot more forward to get the back to come up, right? Yeah. Okay. Grab your mats, find a spot on the wall. There will be plenty of room for everybody. Y'all could come up front here. Door under the lights if you're going to do like a downward dog or an L pose. Trust me, we can get a lot more. I've had like 55 of y'all up in here, so we got plenty of room. The mats will be a little close. It's okay. If you invert in the middle of the room, you're more than welcome to stay, if that's your flavor. But there will be plenty of room. This side over here, I see multiple mats. Yeah, that's it. Back row, tighten up a little bit for me. Those of you that are going to invert in the middle of the room, go for it. Oh, I'm good. They're on. I'm kind of like a sufferer, so like, this is like perfect for me, dude. Shit is perfect for me. All right, we're going quad stretch up the wall. So, we're going to start with our right leg going up the wall. So you want to be here, okay? Then we're going to step this bottom leg under like lunge. Now, the closer my back knee is to the wall, the more intense this is going to be. So if I need this to be more accessible, I'm going to move my knee forward a little bit. Now, if you're super tight in the quad, and again, we're a little bit close, but there'll still be room, you'll do one of these, and you'll sling your leg up this way, and that'll make it a little more accessible. Now, sometimes I've stayed here. Other times I've come up to my blocks. Other times I've come up hands to my knee. I have very rarely gone thumbs to the wall, which I know some of you are going to do. If that's your flavor, go for it. Now, drag the back knee forward. Pull your belly button in. That's exactly what it should be like in a loving way, like a right? Now, feel as the belly button comes in, your belly moves away from your thigh. See, it's not this shit. This is just in my lumbar. Look, my belly's touching my thigh. I need to go here. Remember, shift the pelvis. Yep. One more breath. Now, if your arms are up, everybody, arms are going to come down first. We unwind it. Then the front leg, then the back. Yep. Let's swap side too. Remember, the closer you are to the wall, the more intense this is. So an inch or two will make a big difference when it comes to accessibility. So find where you need to be. And then when you come up, it's slow. and drag that left knee forward and pull that belly button in. Then pull those shutters closed, and notice the more you do that, the better the stretch gets. Stay there. If your hands are going to go up, go for it. But don't lose the shutters. You got to keep the shutters closed and work this through the shoulders and the arm and these lats. This is one of the big restrictors to the arms going overhead, right? That's why this wants to happen, because there's not enough length through the lats. And lats are big, powerful muscles. They do this, but they also will do this, internal rotation. One more breath. Then the arms come down, then the front leg, then the back leg. Awesome. Okay, I'll talk you through downward dog and L pose. You want to do handstand, headstand, tripod, pinch, anything you want to mess with on your own, go for it. If it's not your day to invert, you're always welcome to go legs up the wall or do a pose that feels good to you. Okay? So, if you're going to go on your own, go for it. If you want to stick with me, we're going to go all fours, hands and knees. Feet are touching the wall. So that low mountain where we started today, but we're going to touch the wall. Then we're going to take a couple breaths. When we're ready, lift the knees and the hips, come to a short downward dog. Step one foot up the wall, and then the second foot up the wall. Then if the knees are bent, you're in downward dog inverted. If the legs are straight, you're in L pose. Now we played with standing split today. Maybe in L pose, you want to reach the one leg up, go for it. You've made that shape, you know that feeling. Keep coming, Maurice, keep coming. Bring that leg forward more. Keep coming, keep coming. Yeah. The straight one, bring it. It still wasn't kind of creased. It's still a little, but it's like, you know, yeah. It does, right? Because that's going to change the balance then. Nice, y'all. Remember what yoga's challenge is here. Can you go ass over head and still breathe and soften your face, right? And make it like it's just something that you do. That's the challenge. It's a hell of a challenge, but that's what it is, right? You do the best that you can. And we'll be here for about another minute. So if you feel like you want to go up and up again, go for it. If you feel like you're inverted out, lay on your back.
Keep hugging your elbows in. Keep hugging your elbows in. Yeah.
So think like if your hands would be to the outside of your shoulders, right? Like we would be if our hands were down. When your elbows are down, think of your elbow to the shoulder as compared to here's outside. Yeah. Feel this is more, yeah. Hug it even more. That much, yeah. Feel how there's just more power, and now there's more surface area for you to balance front to back. See, if your elbows come in, it's going to shorten that space. There's not going to be anywhere to balance. Keep hugging in, hugging in, hugging in. Yes. Keep hugging in, keep hugging in, keep hugging in, keep hugging in. Yes. Keep hugging in, keep hugging it. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that. See, that's just a whole different level of integration there. We're just talking about the shoulders, right? Like, see, when my hands are here, right, this would be like wheel. And see my hands turn in, see my shoulder pull away, my arm pull away from my shoulder. Whereas if I do this, see how I start to connect back into that? That's the game, right? So like here, if this happens, see I start to peel away and there's nowhere for me to plug back. But if I go this way, now I can go here and plug back in. So I could get a deeper integration, right? Which is what I want when I'm going to try to soften my face and chill out upside down, right? I want all that connection I can. All right, let's meet on our bellies. Let's meet on our bellies. Now, we've created this action today. So whenever we do this, I try to do bow with y'all because bow is
is challenging if you're not sure how to neutralize the pelvis, right? Back bends do not belong in your lumbar spine. They belong in your thoracic. But it's real easy to fall into the lumbar. So we're going to talk it through a little bit. I'm going to show you this first one. So see, I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to reach back. I'm going to grab my ankles or my feet. If I can grab my ankles, I'm going to go this way, back to neutral feet. If I have to hold my feet like this, no problem. But if I can get this, I'm going to try to go back to this. Now I want to hug my knees in. I can pull my belly in and push my pubic bone down in the mat. That's going to clear this lumbar. Now here's a little trick to get even more. See, if I start here by pushing my knees down, now I can go belly button to spine and big length as I push pubic bone to mat. Now I can look forward and lift, right? And this lumbar is going to be nice and safe. Come on, let's try it together. Bend the knees, reach back, grab the ankle, the feet, or the strap. Adduct, remember what that is? Hugging into the midline. For just this moment, push your knees down so your butt comes up. Now bring your belly button to your spine and push your pubic bone down into the mat. Now look forward, lift the chest. Keep pushing your pubic bone down into the mat. Keep your belly button working to your spine, keep your shutters closed. Let the head and the throat slide back. Work the upper back, one more breath. And then stay engaged as you lower down. Take the hands underneath your head, turn your head to one side. Butt wiggles or reverse windshield wipers, whatever feels good. Let's try one more. Inhale the head to center. Bend the knees. Reach back, grab the ankles to the foot of the strap. We'll do it together again. Hug the knees in. For just this instant, for just this moment, push the knees down. Bring the belly button to the spine. Bring the pubic bone to the mat or sit bones to the backs of your knees. Look forward before you lift your chest. So you're going forward and up. That way we work that thoracic spine. Now pull your hands into your feet. And now kick your feet back into your hands. Yes, one more breath. And then watch the boing as you release. Swap the hands. So if the left was on top, right goes on top. Turn your head to the other side. Some butt wiggles or some reverse windshield wipers. And then inhale your head to center, roll over onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug, or you make a couple little small circles on that sacrum or on that lumbar spine. It just feels nice. Keep the knees bent, lower the feet to the floor. Inhale your right leg up, cross the leg over. The hips are going to go to the right just a little bit. This is going to help you stay on your mat. And now let the knees settle to the left. Keep the right shoulder rooted down. Keep your shutters closed. Maybe even look away from the bent knees. Feel that twist go through the spine, not manipulating the ribs. We want rotation through the spine. Inhale, come back to center. The hips are going to scooch to the middle as you then unwind that right leg. Take a breath. Left leg goes up. Cross it nice and tight. The hips are going to the left a little bit as the knees are going to settle to the right. The pelvic floor draws up. The belly draws in. The shutters close as I root back down into that left shoulder. Maybe even looking towards the left or like away from my bent knees. Inhale, come back to center. Scooch the hips back to the middle, unwind the legs. Take the legs out straight. Reach the arms up overhead. Take a big stretch. Spread the fingers and spread the toes. Feel all that space we make. When you're ready, hug your knees to your chest. Take your knees wide. Come to Happy Baby, Ananda Balasana. So knees are wider than your shoulders. Sacrum is flat. So see, if I hold my toes, this is edgy for me. We've done some good work today, so I can hold this space, but it's right on the edge. See, when this happens to me, then I just let go of my feet and I hold the outsides of my knees or my shins. That way I can bring sacrum back flat to the floor. And then knees wide. And as you draw the knees to your ears, you're going to feel this stretch on the inside of the thighs, so adductors. You're going to feel back of the hip, glute max. You're going to, if you want to go one leg up or both legs up, you go back to hamstrings. Wherever you want to play. And when you're ready, inhale the knees to center. Exhale the legs out straight. We'll take Shavasana. Beautiful practice, crew. Feel free to add or remove layers or props. I'm going to talk everyone through laying flat, but you're more than welcome to do a variation that feels good to you. And here as we lay back, the legs stretch out, the feet gently roll open. The arms come along the sides. And as the palm turns open to the sky, feel the shoulders settle back. Let your head rest back, maybe your eyes close. The tongue softens from the roof of the mouth. The body gets heavy. The mind softens back to the breath. And the heart opens. So we get ready to move the practice from the mat to the practice of life, the yoga of life. Well, there will be many challenging moments. But yoga teaches us. It's that natural progression. We take a breath and we set a foundation and we engage. And we express the best that we have in that moment, in that middle of the hourglass. But with each breath, there's another chance, a new opportunity. Begin here to draw in a deeper breath. Feel the breath as it washes over the body, your toes, your fingers, the crown of your head, through your heart. We reawaken that better version of ourselves. Fingers and the toes begin to wiggle. Let the arms and the legs begin to stretch or reach. Move in a way that feels good to you. Taking your time, moving slowly. When you're ready, you can hug your knees to your chest and just roll to the right side. When you're ready, push your hands down, come up to a seated position. We'll meet together with our eyes closed, with our hands in front of our hearts.
And one more time, to seal in our practice, our time together. The sound of Om, all together. Deep breath in. Beautiful. As we softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. For all of that hard work and that determination, that challenge, the love and the support you always give each other, it's to you that I bow. Namaste. Thanks, crew. Awesome Oms today. You know I'm a sucker for a good Om. Good to see you all. If you have any questions or something feels weird, get me before you go. Maybe I'll see some of y'all soon, next week or something. If not, I'll catch you next time we get together. Thanks, y'all. Home crew, you know if you need me, hit me up.